Gusty Glade. So, I actually cheated a little bit on Gusty Glade. So, there's one of the cheat codes that you can put in, rock hard, that it removes DK barrels, and one of the other things that it does for that is you will start every stage with both your Kongs. So, you know, you don't get any extra hits in the stage, but you'll have both Kongs at the start of every stage. If you enter that cheat code and then back out of the file select screen and go to Diddy's Dash, you get to cheat and have Dixie with you for that stage. And I did not want to do Gusty Glade legitimately. Like, I practiced it quite a number of times with Diddy. I got really good. I got the first part of the stage down. I figured it all out. I got did all the practice and got it good and got the thing. And there was the part at the very end that I just didn't want to fuck with. It's just not... I've said before, I don't respect this game enough to play by its rules. So, like, this was the only stage where I did this. This was the only stage where I cheated like this. And I don't, like, feel bad about it. It's using a thing that is in the game. It's a bug that they did not fix in the game that allows you to do this, and fuck it. I'm doing it. So, yeah. As you can see, yeah, here, I'm still being Diddy this whole way through. And here you shoot instantly out of all these barrels, and then up at this part, switch to Dixie to get all the way across here. And then just fly across, because otherwise you need to do some weird thing with, like, there's a cannon below, and you need to, like, bounce off of a barrel to get across the first part of the gap if you're just using Diddy, and that, I just wasn't gonna do that. I just wasn't gonna do that when I knew that I could use this cheat and just have Dixie and skip the last part of that stage, rather than spending an additional hour practicing that part to get it down with Diddy. Moving on, Parrot, Chute, Panic. This was a pretty easy one. The main thing of it is you absolutely need to be holding down on the D-pad to descend faster with Quawks here. Otherwise, it's just do that and avoid stuff. So, like, yeah, you cannot get the time if you're not doing the fast descent. But, yeah. Like, you do need to have quick enough reflexes or have memorized the stage. I just had quick enough reflexes. This was a stage that I was actually able to sight read along the way well enough, so I did that. And yeah, like, I cleared this on my second attempt, and the first attempt was just, like, I failed right at the start. With, like, I accidentally, like, got caught up in the spot where the video game hero medal is. So. Just descend. Don't go for, like, the extra collectibles. It's like there's all the collectibles, the bananas, the lives, the coins, and everything. They're still here. They don't do anything in this mode, but they still exist on the stage. Just ignore them. Like, they're useful as guides occasionally, telling you, indicating where to go, because remembering the layout of every section of these massively long stages is not helpful. These stages are very forgettable. Like, this stage takes 2 minutes to get through. That's your goal time is 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes of descending a shaft where there are zingers at different spots of the shaft, and sometimes there's a spot where there's a wall in the middle, and occasionally the bird drops you and you need to be on a platform and grab another bird. But it's just descending a shaft, and it's extremely forgettable. Like, I cannot ever remember any individual part of that stage. It always just, I play it and I sight read it, and that's all I'm doing. Webwoods. This was a little bit annoying, but that was kind of just getting down how to move quickly with Squitter, which, once I figured it out, was really good. As you can see here, you run, and you jump and web, and immediately solidify your platform web as you are running, so that you land on it with your jump immediately. And you can just sort of sprint through areas doing that. Now, you will see, I die a couple of times. That's because this technique where you just sort of sprint through with the webs over these gaps, that is clearly something that that Rare either didn't know about or didn't want the player to need to do. Because the times on the Squitter-centric stages are much, much longer than what you would need to do if you have this ability to move fast. So I actually died multiple times and still got the score, the times the goal on the stage here, because I was moving so quickly through these sections. Like the spots where I was actually getting it well enough. And then, up here, I'm stuck up against the ceiling, and, I can't really continue, because you need to have the height above you to run and jump and place the web above you as you're jumping. So I kind of started just going slower here. And of course here, where there's all the red zingers, you don't really have the space to do the running jump as much, so just kind of took the time to do it the normal way of just web through and be slow and careful, and it's okay. And but, yeah. I hate that guy. I multiple times, that guy just drops down and I take the hit from him because I don't see him through the weird mist effect. It's like, yeah, you see here, I died like 3 times in this small section. I think I die a 4th time? No, it was just 3. Okay. But yeah, like, I didn't beat the time by a lot. I only had like 5 seconds of leeway. But that was after dying like 8 times in the stage. So, if you get good with the Squitter, with running platforms, then you can clear those stages much easier and you get a lot of leeway to screw up. Arctic Abyss. This was... Oh, this was mostly Unguard. Yeah, this was an Unguard transformation stage. So... yeah, it's a lot of just, like, tap the button to do your little attack dash thing forward. Be careful about how you're aiming, what direction you're facing. As you can see, took a hit, still got the time, so you've got leeway if you're fast enough, if you're doing well. I mentioned this in the main run, that moving Unguard felt bad in this game. It just felt like his momentum was weird, like it took extra time for him to get up to speed. And, like, I really am not sure if that's just me, or if there actually was a difference here, or if I'm just remembering it wrong, or what, but that's what it felt like. A lot of the spots where there's the exploding pufferfish, you kind of just dash through, because you reach them and kill them before they have a chance to explode. So, just sort of ignore that they're there and you kill them. That's that. Windy Well. Fucking hate this stage so much. Oh. Yeah, the speedrun on this stage is not any less of a pain in the ass than playing the stage. So, yeah, you have to memorize exactly how the wind works in every spot. There, I think at that spot you can get across a little faster if you do the roll jump rather than getting caught by the wind, but I never remembered that because it was all the later parts of the stage that I was needing to memorize and get good at. Don't go to the left there. There's like a bonus barrel off to the left there, so you can end up getting like distracted by the fact that the stage scrolls left, but don't. Or it was there? I think it might have been in both spots. I don't remember this stage very well. There's so many spots in this stage. There's too many to remember. You can slip to the left past that row of zingers, so you don't have to, like, go under them with the wind afterwards. You want to use this crate to kill one of the zingers there, so that you can very easily clear there. Don't jump at any of those spots, because then you'll have to take a lot of time to, you know, duck under those zingers as the wind catches you. Up here, this section with all the zingers in circles, this is one of those sections that having the small screen size of the GBA really makes it a lot harder, because you cannot see as far ahead of how the zingers are, where they're moving. So, like, you really need to... Like, even trying to memorize that section, like, the very subtle differences in timing of how I arrived there meant that I felt like I couldn't memorize it. I just kind of had to react in the time, and so I lost a lot of runs there. Here, I screw it up the first time through, but you can actually, and somehow manage to have enough extra time to still get it. But when you get to that spot with all the crooks, you dodge the first one on the left side, and then you hang all the way to the right, and you can actually slip behind the third one, as long as you're holding right the whole way up. And then you don't need to do all the weaving back and forth. You also get through all the zingers in that same spot, and so you can kind of clear the end of that stage very easily by just hanging right.